Kenyan news, moto kuliko pasi ya makaa. Twists and turns in Kenya politics is very normal. Oh yes. However, these twists and turns during the Ruto presidency, they are coming in faster. Yeah. Translation, they are coming in thick and fast. What would you say to a marriage where the wedding has just taken place and the couple have retreated for a honeymoon at Mombasa or maybe Dubai or something like that, and then on the third night, guess what happens? World War III. Vita ambayo haijawahi kuonekana until the hotel intervenes. What future would you expect from such a marriage? Will it last? Are the couple compatible? You tell me. And then apply your answer to the current rebellion, Mount Kenya rebellion within UDA. Now it is super fascinating that recently I've done 2 videos about the Mount Kenya region, focusing on the Mount Kenya region and especially the House of Mumbi, how they think, how they behave, how they are wired based on their past, survivors they are. Na kabla hizo videos zijazoea kuwa online yeah, before even those videos settle in on YouTube, drama, bin drama, Arab drama, ole drama, side drama, mto drama, nyar drama, zote pamoja. Hata hizo sijasema leo. A very warm welcome to this very hot show of mine. Today, folks, we can officially announce Mount Kenya UDA iko shida, na iko shida kubwa sana. Because sample this, the people who are displaying signs of rebellion are not small people within UDA. No, they are not. Find out who they are. They are very senior people within UDA. How can a house divided against itself stand? The Holy Book says that is impossible. Please stay with me till the end of my video today and find out why this crisis within UDA is more major than most people realize. Okay? And this is not Azimio content. This is pure political content based on the reality of politics. You see, you can't reinvent the rules. No way. In politics, you can't reinvent the rules. Because the rules have been there since the beginning of time. The basic rules. For example, in that classic political play, Julius Caesar, by famed William Shakespeare, a man called Brutus, who was a very close friend of Julius Caesar, closer than a brother, betrayed his friend Julius Caesar. And in a classic scene in this play, very classic, very dramatic, Julius Caesar is struggling against the assassins as they're stabbing him again and again, because Julius Caesar was a soldier and is struggling, and maybe he would have survived. But then he turns behind, and who does he see? His closest buddy Brutus. And Julius Caesar says, to Brutus, then die Caesar. Translation into Kenyan language, ata wewe Brutus, ata wewe, afadhali tu niende. afadhali niende. That is a political reality. And so mark my words, it doesn't matter how close you are to somebody. It doesn't matter if you went to university together, primary school, even nursery, pre-primary school together. You've always been close. You've dated the same girls. It doesn't matter. When it comes to basic human nature, ukichanganya with political reality and what politicians do, my friends, betrayal is normal in politics. My apologies, I'm getting carried away. Yeah, because this was just supposed to be an introduction. Yeah, the meat is coming. It is coming. Now, very quickly, I need to remind you about my latest offer. Details on the screens right now. It expires in 48 hours. So please rush. Yeah, please rush. Don't be left out. Okay? Take note of those details on your screens right now and take action immediately. Now, if you're already enjoying this video, please remember to give me a like. That is useful. Very useful for me. And if you're not yet a subscriber, unangoja nini dada? Mbona unachelewa ndugu? Yeah? Consider doing it right now. Now we have to hurry. Kabla pasi ya makaa ijachoma nguo pamoja na hiyo meza, we need to get this show started. Twende kazi. Now let us start by getting a proper chronological order of this drama. Yeah, this Mount Kenya issues within UDA. Yeah. When we have it in the right order, it opens our eyes a lot so that we can clearly see what has happened here and what indeed is continuing to happen. President William Samoei Ruto, as president, distributes responsibilities and leadership positions. That is the way it's supposed to work. And as any president would do, it starts by rewarding those who have stuck with him right from the beginning. And then it moves on to strategic appointments. People with strategic political advantage, yeah, if you appoint them. And meanwhile, the president needs to keep a very close eye on regional balancing, yeah, especially focusing on the party called UDA, but also focusing on the bigger Kenya Kwanza coalition, yeah, which is really a very loose marriage between the UDA party and other interested parties. Yeah, let me just put it like that. And then the president gets to the point of EALA nominations. This is the East African Parliament. And his reasoning seems sound. Yeah, and his reasoning is as follows. The Mount Kenya region has already benefited from getting very lucrative appointments in the cabinet and elsewhere. And therefore the president decides to use EALA to rope in all those who have been left out in the other nominations, yeah, not paying very close attention to regional balancing. And in this arrangement, the powerful Mount Kenya faction within UDA says, what's happening here? Where are our people? We're very key in this UDA party. This UDA party would have gone nowhere. This UDA party would not be the one forming government today were it not for us, Mount Kenya people. That's what they say. And they feel that they're shortchanged. And so the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, yeah, after consultations with the president, now goes to his people, or maybe he was instructed, sasa wewe kwenda ambia watu wetu wa Mount Kenya kwamba hii ndo EALA nominations. Okay, na ueleze vizuri sana. We have already appointed most of them to lucrative positions. Kwa hivyo hii wa relax kidogo. Tupatie watu wengine nafasi. Mimi najua ataelewa ukiongea nao. Something like that. But when the deputy president goes to face House of Mumbi leaders, he sees fire. They don't take it kindly. They say, no, this is not acceptable. We're going to do something about it. And so Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua finds himself between a rock and a hard place, and another rock. Oh yes, very difficult position. And therefore the Deputy President decides to play it smart. He goes to a meeting and he says, you see, we have voted for Kanini Kega, who is in Azimio, is not in UDA. Kanini Kega, a former legislator, who lost in the last elections, because allegedly he was in the wrong party. He was not in UDA, but he was in Azimio. And therefore Azimio decided, hawezi kuwacha mtu wao, and they nominated him for a slot in the East African Parliament. And so Rigathi Gachagua says, you see, this is the new politics being introduced by UDA. We're not going to leave out anybody because of their party affiliation. We are national. We're pulling in everybody together. And he thinks in his mind, I have played very smart. Problem solved. Everybody is happy. Oh? Now I said we're going to do this chronologically. But let me rewind a little and give you another scene that unfolded on the side as all this was happening. I've already told you that the Mount Kenya legislators decided they were going to do something about this. And therefore they decided to cross, or is it jump, the huge mtaro between the two major political factions in the country and go to Azimio and pick one of their own from the Mount Kenya region, Kanini Kega. And the man was elected. He's through. He's going to the East African Parliament. Game shot. Mission accomplished by Mount Kenya leaders. Or so they think. However, on the other side, handlers of President Ruto, they see red. What is happening here? How could they dare go against what we had decided? How? This was decided. Why did they vote the way they did? Hapa iko shida. Back to a chronological order of events. The Mount Kenya legislators take careful note of the reaction of the rest of UDA. And they say, seriously? And they look for a very senior person in their ranks to send a message. And they choose the governor who hails from the county of the deputy president, Governor His Excellency Mutahi Kahiga, the governor of Nyeri. And the governor of Nyeri comes out with his guns firing full blast. Not aimed at Azimio. No. Aimed at his own side. Aimed at the UDA party, which he belongs to. But in favor of the House of Mumbi. And he does not mince his words. He does not use kind language. He does not use political language. He talks directly. And he says, this marriage, which started the other day, we are noticing that people on the other side are not being sincere. people within UDA, the UDA High Command, is not sincere. Let me warn them that our people should not be taken lightly. You cannot just play poker with our people. No. Now, if you've not watched my videos, 2 videos in particular, which I've put in a playlist, which talks about the current situation and position of the House of Mumbi and where all this is coming from, I strongly advise you to watch it. I've put a link in the description area below, and I'll also put another link at the top right hand corner at the end of this video. Make sure you take them in. Then you'll totally understand what is unfolding, and you'll realize how serious it is. Hii si mchezo. Remember, all these Mount Kenya politicians, all these House of Mumbi politicians within UDA are politicians. They're just like Brutus. Brutus saw a chance. That is the guy from the classic political play Julius Caesar, which my political lecturer always insisted that I read again and again, and always asked me questions from it, always examined me, and always referred to that play. Something happens in Kenya, he refers to Julius Caesar the play, so that I learn about politics and human nature, and how the two are joined at the hip. So Brutus was very close to Julius Caesar. However, people came and convinced him. Even you, Brutus, you can be a leader. Even you, Brutus, you have your followers. Allah, just betray this friend of yours, and glory, leadership will come to you. And so Brutus did what many politicians since the beginning of time have done, and many politicians will continue to do. He betrayed his best friend. He sold out. The truth is, the Mount Kenya region is very powerful within UDA. Let nobody cheat you otherwise. They are very powerful. Without the Mount Kenya faction within UDA, I dare say UDA kwisha maneno. And I'm not exaggerating. Take a government that has been formed, whose political support is shaky, questionable, countrywide. And a rift like this within the party is very serious. But let us also face political reality. There's a role the House of Mumbi can play in Kenyan politics, a new role, outside UDA and outside Azimio. They can form a faction within parliament and then decide, we will make decisions that are best for our people. So if Azimio come to us with a deal, we'll side with them. If UDA come to us with a deal, we'll side with them. That is the most likely thing that is going to happen next. And of course, this is going to immediately highlight, enhance, lift some certain leaders within the House of Mumbi to national fame, to a very powerful position, where people in UDA and people in Azimio will be forced to go with them, heart in hand. Unajua sasa ile unatoa kofia kuongea na mtu, heshima. Yes, people will come to them, remove their hearts before talking to them nicely. We want this and this. Do you think we can do something? Do you think we have a deal? Something like that. And guess what? This kind of arrangement makes perfect sense. Now the question is, are these leaders from the House of Mumbi serious about their political careers, or are they not serious about their political careers? It's as simple as that. No emotions, political reality. Now I started this video today by asking you a question about a honeymoon couple who on the third night all hell broke loose. What are the chances of that marriage surviving? That 3 days old marriage surviving? What are the chances? Now whatever you answered to that question, apply it to the following question. What are the chances of this marriage within UDA with the house of Mumbi, what are the chances of that marriage surviving? Whatever answer you answered the other side, put it here, and you have the correct answer. Na kuambia siasa, politics is not for the faint-hearted. No way. It's not. And it will be very interesting to see how this drama unfolds. Plenty of popcorn is in order. My friend, I Safaricom, yule mtu wa 7G, jipange na popcorn. We're going to need plenty of it going forward. Jipange vizuri. I know you're always complaining about the price of popcorn going through the roof. Now I don't know what you're going to do. Yeah, because it's going to do something more than that. I am telling you. Now before I go, I have something super fascinating to reveal to you. There are so many of my subscribers, so many of you, who have demanded for a long time, Kumekucha Chris, we want to see your face. Please, we want to see your face. Well, now you have an opportunity. And I'm afraid it's not free. Because, sadly, yeah, and I say this very sincerely, I need to finance hii habari moto moto nawaletea. These things which happen in the back room. Yeah, I need to finance all that. And I'm not bribing anybody. But there are a lot of costs involved in this. Many journalists will understand. Traveling here and there. Going the extra mile, etc., etc. So please, you will forgive me. Those who wanted to see my face, but may not be able to do so. Please forgive me in advance. I am going to be producing videos every week, where I do a roundup of all my other videos, yeah, and I show my face. It is a video where I talk to you, hana kwa hana, face to face, okay? Every week without fail. Yeah, I already have one prepared for this week, rounding up all this drama that has been happening. And I have only 10 slots, only 10. Yeah, 10 lucky subscribers here, yeah, will be able to see me live. Oh yes, every week. Now the monthly subscription for that will only be $49.99 only, or Kenya shillings 4,999, for that exclusive privilege of seeing Chris Kumekucha live. Yeah, that will be the monthly subscription. However, as an introductory offer, for those who need to save money during these hard times, as an introductory offer, the first 5 people to take up this offer, yeah, that subscription for 1 month will cover 6 months straight. Yeah, they'll not need to pay another subscription for 6 months, as they see how the service works, how much they appreciate it, how much they love it. Yeah, so please take action immediately to avoid disappointment, because even the platform we're using here on YouTube is very limited. Yeah, it cannot take too many people. It's a private video. Very few people, yeah, through only the emails can view those videos. Yeah, you can't even forward them. Yeah, the only way to view them is with your email. Yeah, once you become a subscriber. And remember, I only have 10 slots, only 10, no more. Okay, so the first 5, the rest of us, my very dear subscribers, my very dear members, please be understanding, I beg you. Yeah, this is not for everybody. I appreciate. Times are hard. I appreciate. You may have wanted to be included, and probably you'll say I'm discriminating. I'm not. Yeah, please, I ask you to forgive me in advance. Okay, so those of us who are able to go for it, do so immediately to avoid disappointment. And for those who take up this offer, I thank you in advance for continuing to support my work. Yeah, times are hard, I know. Yeah, but thanks for what you're doing. You're doing something that will stand the test of time, because it is all for a better Kenya and nothing else. Until next time, This is Chris. Kumekucha.